I'll start off. 125, Spencer Lee looked great first half of the match, but I think he scored 8 in the first period and 2 the rest of the period. What was your thoughts on his performance?
We'll work on that going forward, and we had some conversation. Obviously, not a lot. You're in a, in a fight there, but there's some things that, I tell you what, when you're used to wrestling, maybe the 1 hour weigh-in, but when you're used to wrestling, having a lot of lopsided wins, the importance of getting ready every time maybe gets lost on you. And not that he didn't get ready, but he's got to figure some things out with the amount of what he's putting in his body is the right amount, whether it's nutrition, food, or nutrition, hydration. That's all I'll say about that, but he's fine. He analyzes and moves forward.
What about Bowman's performance today? The way he fought?
Bowman showed me something in that North Dakota match, if you remember in the Iowa City duels, and that's what the Bowman we want to show up. And when he gave up that takedown, you're there and you're a fan, and it's a silly takedown. We're in strong, and then the guy gets away, and we let our arms go away, and we end up on our belly and runs around behind us. You have a choice there to unravel or get tough, and he stayed tough. And when he's tough, he's tough. And he's a little bit out of my weight class, so I haven't felt his horses 100%. But everybody up there that works out with him in those weights, he's a horse. And we just got to keep bringing him along and keep his shape coming. And when he can stay in there for 7 minutes, good things happen.
What got into Sorensen there? That's not only his character, not only his style. He really felt
you just, first of all, a faster pace favors a guy that needs 2 hands to the leg. And a slow pace, you're leaving 1 hand up and then you're in and out. In a fast pace, when you're moving and not letting guys squeeze you, then you get 2 hands to the leg. Angles are better. You don't get caught up in, this type of heavy stuff where guys are squeezing on you. But the biggest thing is that when he gave up that takedown, he didn't look back. He didn't look in the rearview mirror and kind of freak himself out, or whatever the words are you want to use, where he shut down. He kept going, and we needed those bonus points. Bonus points could have been a huge factor there, but winning that heavyweight match, you don't need the bonus points, but you still need bonus points to widen the gap, put the fear of God in your opponents.
Overall, this is kind of the biggest test that you guys have faced. What are your thoughts about the way, top to bottom, the guys responded? We
pointed to this. We had success. We won some tough matches. There's some good things that happened there. We got to get ready to go to Columbus on a week from today. And, you don't congratulate yourself many times in January. Maybe this is one time where you take a little bit of a breath because we did point to this duel. This was a duel about 2 teams that are in the same category, and 2 teams that are trying to get to the next category, leading to the Penn State, Ohio State, I guess they're both 1 and 2, and they're close, and everybody else seems to be on the outside, and in order to get there, you got to take steps. We took a step, and we got to keep moving forward.
You like the way Marinelli wrestled?
I love Marinelli. Every time I watch Marinelli wrestle, I thank Ryan Morningstar for going out and getting that recruit. That's Morningstar's baby. Like a shiny red Ferrari, except for he's a workhorse. A work truck, whatever you want, a lunch pail guy, whatever you want to call it.
One more?
What do you feel like you've learned about your team now through mid-January?
We won some tough matches. That's positive. In a duel that we pointed toward, we have to figure out our personnel at 33 and 41. We have to figure out our personnel. And, I don't share a lot of times what I say to these guys when they're on the bench and I'm back talking to them. But I'll tell you, I'm not going. I just changed my mind about it. But you know what? It's about looking good out there. It's about looking good out there also. So you say, well, winning ugly still is a win, but when you're losing ugly, you're not even close to winning ugly. When you're losing and you're coming on, then you can get to that next winning ugly stage. And then when you win ugly, then you can start winning, and start dominating. And, we're not looking good even, so there's some silliness out there. We need to grow up in a hurry. We need to grow up in a hurry there.
Tom, we'll do one more in the back.
Could we see Pat Downey next week?
We are recruiting Pat Downey. That's all I can say about Pat Downey.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
We will.